I cannot change that person that hurt me. They did whatever they did. They had their reasons. I don't even want to find out. It's not even my job to make them a better person. Where did I go wrong? It takes two to tango. What did I do wrong? Why did I accept that? Why didn't I stand up for myself? Why did I accept less than what I deserve? These are not just questions. These are catalysts for change. What is happening in this department? Why did I settle for less than what I deserve? Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a while. Yeah, this is our first video of 2024. So guys, welcome back to another classic episode of Becoming Better at Humanity. If you're new here, my name is Judith and I use my life lessons to train people to get into their greatness. So whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever it is that you engaged in, I am back to remind you that you have greatness in you. You have greatness in you. You have the ability to do more than you can imagine or even begin to imagine. So please stop playing with your potential. Stop playing with your potential. So on today's episode, I want us to talk about what role did you play in that heartbreak? Yes, you were heartbroken, but what role did you play? So I welcome you guys to listen, learn, and grow. In most cases, we may get caught up in a whirlwind of doubt, blame, and regret when we've been hurt by someone else's actions. You start doubting yourself. Did I have a role to play in that? Did I do something to deserve the treatment that this person gave me? Did I contribute to their behavior? You start the blame game. As human beings, when something happens, when things go wrong, we look for someone to blame. I think it's our nature. We may blame ourselves for trusting the wrong person, for not trusting your intuition, for not being able to recognize the red flags. We regret trusting the wrong person. We regret letting this person into our home, into our lives. And then we start doubting ourselves. You start doubting your judgment and perspective. But these emotions are natural responses to pain and betrayal. When we've been hurt by someone that we cared about, someone we trusted. And I don't know if you have ever been betrayed, but I can tell you guys, I have been betrayed and it's not funny. When we've been hurt or when we have been betrayed by someone we trusted, a spouse, a husband, a wife, your best friend, a church member, your neighbor, name them. It can shake your sense of confidence, leaving you feeling vulnerable and confused. You ask yourself, You try to make sense out of things, and you're like, oh my God, what just happened? What just happened? Who is this person that I got married to? Who is this person that I have been calling my best friend my whole life? Who is this person that we have been going to the same church? They call themselves Christians. Look at what they've done. They've done to me. Doubt creeps in as you begin to question your own judgment and perspective of this person. How could I not say that this person was not on my side? Yeah? You wonder if there were red flags that you were not able to see clearly. That there were some warning signs that you ignored. Or you ignored your intuition, which brings about feelings of self-doubt and uncertainty. Now this blame creeps in. When you start blaming yourself for not seeing the situation clearly, you blame yourself for being a good person. You start blaming this person for their actions. How horrible are you? Who does this? And you know what that does? It brings about feelings of anger. You are so angry at this person. You want to get them and chew them with your teeth. You want to have them and shoot them. Resentment. You start holding grudges. And then bitterness. You're bitter with life. If, for example, it's a man who betrayed you, you look at all the men in the world and you're thinking, all men are the same. But no, all men are not the same. But now because you're bitter, you look at every person, any male, and you think that they are the same. You look at your friends, you don't even want to associate with people anymore because you look at, maybe if someone comes and they want to befriend you, look at them and say, no, I don't want to put myself in the situation that person put me through. I have been betrayed, guys, and I can tell you that it's not funny. And then regret begins to consume you. You try to make sense out of the situation. You regret trusting the wrong person, wishing you could have made different choices. For example, if it's a spouse, maybe you start regretting at that, maybe during that period of courtship, you start thinking that maybe I could have taken option Z, maybe I could have taken option P. Yeah? You regret not being able to stand up for yourself. And at the end of the day, it makes you feel so sad. Very sad. Disappointed. And then there are these feelings of shame. You look at yourself and think, Judith, surely, how could you? You are ashamed of your decisions. But I want to tell you this, guys. I want to tell you this. While we may not have control over other people's actions or behaviors, we do have control over our own responses and our own choices. Yes, when we've been hurt, it's natural to want to have that desire to change this person or to make them, to influence them, to see an error to their ways or to seek retribution. But let me tell you guys, that is a total waste of time. You know what that does? Is that you get frustrated the more, you get disappointed the more, because no matter how hard you tried. You cannot change how people think, how people feel, and how people act. You cannot change. You cannot change how people, like for example, if you cannot change other people's opinion of if this person thinks that you are desperate, you cannot change what they think about you. If this person thinks that you are arrogant, that you cannot change what people think, what people feel, and how people act. What you can do is to shift the focus inward. Shift the focus to yourself and consider what you can do to heal and grow from the experience. Yeah? And I think in the next episode, I want us to talk about ways to heal and grow from such experiences. Betrayal, pain. Yeah, that is what you can do. You shift the focus inward and see what you can do. Consider what you can do to heal and grow from the experience. Yeah? When you find yourself in that situation, this quote that has always been my guiding principle. I call it my life lesson. And it's one of my favorite quotes it's what Maya Angelou said once. Maya Angelou said that I can be changed by what happens to me. I lose a job, I am broke, then I kicked out of my house. Something has happened to me. I started a business, it failed. And I don't have food on my table. My spouse betrayed me. I left them. Now I am lonely. You cannot change what happens to you. Here's my favorite bit. You cannot change. I cannot change what happens to me, but I refuse to be reduced by it. Yes, I lost my job and I am broke. So what? My business failed. So what? They left me. So what? But I refuse to be reduced by it. It is what it is, but I refuse to be reduced by it. And so, forgive yourself for the past mistakes. Stop throwing yourself pity parties. Forgive yourself for staying when you should have left. Forgive yourself for not being able to stand up for yourself. Forgive yourself for settling for less than what you deserve. Forgive yourself. Those mistakes are not who you are. It's just what you did. Forgive yourself from those mistakes. Free yourself from the burden of what could have been and embrace what is. Embrace now. Free yourself from the burden of how you could have done better, how you could have made different choices, and embrace what is. Look at every setback, guys, as an opportunity for a comeback. I have had conversations with so many people. They tell you that when I was betrayed, I thought this was the end of me. But after some time, I realized that I needed that heartbreak. Because if they never left me, then I don't know who I could have turned to. What were these people turning me to be? I remember me telling you a story about how I lost my business some times ago. And I can tell you guys, after some time, yes, it was not easy, it was not funny, but I can tell you guys that after some time, I came to realize that I needed that. I needed that. I did that video some time back, and you can go check it. I was like, oh my God, thank you. I needed that. So sometimes I tell people, for my Christian friends, I tell people that sometimes God knows what we need. In most times, we want to see what we want, but God knows what we want. And when something happens, He knows that you can handle that. He only allowed for you to go through that because He knows only you can handle that. And then He says that when it becomes too hard, He will provide a way out. So forgive yourself for your mistakes and try to see. If you cannot see anything good about it, then at least try to find the lesson. Because I usually tell people that this life is a class. That whatever things that we go through, we should learn to pick lessons from the things that we go through, so that you don't miss those. You get the most out of that class. Yeah, it's in the moment of introspection, when you shift the focus inward, when we confront our shortcomings head on, that is when true transformation occurs. Why did I stay? Why didn't I stand up for myself? Why did I settle for less than what I deserve? Why did I accept that? What is happening in this department? These are not just questions. They are catalysts for change. They ignite a fire within us, a fire fueled with the desire to rewrite our story. If your story doesn't inspire you, it's your time to start rewriting it, to rewrite our story, to reclaim our power, and to redefine our sense of identity. Ever heard of that beautiful quote by, is it Albert? Yeah, it's Albert Einstein, which says that adversity introduces a man to himself. Yes, you guys, tough times introduce you to who you really are. That quote encapsulates the idea that challenging times reveal our true identity, our true character, and our inner strength. When we face adversity, whether it be a personal setback, a difficult situation, or a major life crisis, we are pushed beyond our comfort zone and forced to confront ourselves in a raw and unfiltered way. Maybe this is one thing I love. It reminds me about moms. Any mom watching this video, I want to remind you that you're special. And dads, of course, but I know this for moms. A mother can do anything for their child. A mother can do anything for their children. They lost that job. They have children in the house. They will do whatever it takes to put food on the table for those children. Anything. And when I talk about anything, it means you being pushed from your comfort zone. If it means you're working in an office, if it means hawking, they will do that. So adversity, this is what adversity does. It pushes us out of our comfort zone, and it reveals to us our inner resources, and empowers us to see ourselves in a raw and unfiltered way. In moments of ease and comfort, we may coast through life without knowing the depth of our resilience and the extent of our capabilities. But wait, when adversity strikes, it serves as a litmus test. You remember the litmus test from back in high school, from the chemistry lesson, referring to a test or indicator that determines the true nature or quality or suitability of something. And when it's applied to our personal growth and character assessment, a litmus test represents one's true character. In essence, a litmus test serves as a critical situation or critical moment that reveals, it brings about our true colors, stripping away the layers of fake it and introducing us to the core of who we really are. Yeah. During times of hardships, when adversity strikes, we are confronted with our fears. We are confronted with our limitations. We are confronted with our weaknesses. I told you, adversity introduces a man to themselves. We may stumble, we may falter, and even fail. But it's during these times of struggle that we get to know the capacity of our determination, of our resilience, of our courage. That is when you know what you're capable of doing. That is when you know that you have some talents that you never knew existed. You are so capable. You can take all that. You are stronger than you think. You think you're going to die? No, sis. It's during those times that you know that you are stronger than you think. Adversity, guys, forces us to dig deep within ourselves, tapping into reservoirs of courage, strength, and resilience that we never knew existed. Moreover, adversity introduces you to who you really are. It teaches us valuable lessons about ourselves, our values, our priorities, and our beliefs. Yeah. For example, you are this type of a person who has been earning salary and then you use it. Maybe you spend it on friends, pleasing people. When adversity strikes, it hits you that these people had a relationship with me because of what I offered, not because of who I really am. That is when you learn that you have been wasting money on useless things and now you need to sit down and come up with a budget. The next time you find money or you get money, you're not going to spend it carelessly. That is what adversity does. Priorities, beliefs. It challenges us to reevaluate our perspectives, to question our assumptions, and to redefine our sense of identity. I told you, adversity introduces a man to themselves. You are introduced to the real you. In the crucible of adversity, guys, we learn what truly matters to us and what we are willing to fight for. These people that you have been parting with during this moment of scarcity when you don't have anything to offer, are they people that you can fight for? Are they people that you're going to take a gun for the next time that they are in trouble? These people that you call your friends, are they worth you calling them your friends? So you realize sometimes when you try to look at the lesson, there's so much that you can learn. Yeah. There's so much that you can uncover. I look at as adversity as a catalyst for growth and self-discovery. And most importantly, when you can look at it as something that reveals the depth of your inner resources, empowering you to transcend your limitations. I remember when I lost my business, it opened me to a whole new different other person. I realized that I needed more than one source of income. I remember I even went and started training how to ride a motorcycle so that I can take my goods, I can make goods and take them to the market myself. I learned that I had new skills. That is when I started looking for a side hustle, and I have lived life knowing that I cannot just depend on a single income, that I cannot lay all my eggs in one basket. Yeah. So as we conclude, I want to tell you this, guys, that while we cannot dictate other people's behaviors, other people's actions, we wield immense power over our own reactions and the decisions that we make. We have the ability to control how we react to situations and the decisions that we make in response to them. And that power lies in our capacity to choose our behaviors, our attitudes, our perspectives, which ultimately shapes our experiencing, determining the direction of our lives. Yes, you cannot change how people think, act, or feel, but you wield immense power over how you respond and the decisions that you make in response to them. I want you to know, guys, that in moments of adversity, when adversity strikes, it's not the circumstances that define us, but rather how we respond to those circumstances. It is what that matters. Yes, it is what it is. You lost it all. So what? They left you. You are lonely. So what? When you refuse to be reduced by that circumstance, that is what that matters. When we shift the focus inward, when we embrace introspection, that is when true transformation occurs. That is when we unlock doors of resilience and self-discovery. And guys, let me tell you, true empowerment doesn't lie in trying to control external forces. True empowerment lies in mastering the art of self-mastery. It's about cultivating the depths of oneself, which includes your thoughts, emotions, and actions. It's a continuous process of self-reflection, self-discipline, and self-improvement. I can tell you guys that through self-mastery, individuals learn how to harness inner strength. Individuals learn how to confront your weaknesses, how to confront your shortcomings. Individuals learn how to align their actions to their goals and values. Yeah. It empowers individuals to respond to challenges with resilience, clarity, courage, and integrity. Yeah. The best part is mastering the art of self-mastery leads to a sense of inner peace, fulfillment, and the ability to navigate through life's complex complexities with grace and purpose. Yeah, because you know that I got this. So guys, let us nurture a spirit of compassion. Have some grace for yourself. This compassion, this grace that you keep giving other people, give it to yourself. Forgive yourself for the past mistakes. Forgive yourself for not knowing. Now you know better. Give yourself some grace. I say that to myself when I have made a mistake. Sometimes I tell myself that it's okay, Judith. Yeah, it's okay. This grace that I keep giving other people, forgive yourself too. And let us recognize that the greatest journey, our greatest journey, is one that leads us back to ourselves. Yeah, that is what I had for today, guys. Thank you so much for giving me a few minutes of your time. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you so much for sticking by. I know I have been away. This is our first video of 2024. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for those people who told me that, Judith, no, you have to do something. And I'm here. That is what keeps me going. So for those who haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go subscribe. Hit that notification bell. It's somewhere there. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out each time I post a video. To my returning subscribers, you guys are my family and I don't take you for granted. So thank you guys. And until next episode, have a glorious and an inspiring time. See you.